Hi everybody, it's me, Sailor Moon, and it's me, Sailor Jupiter here, and today we're going to make a video because I think it needs to be made. Alright, there is always, and probably always going to be criticism over my series, over the original English adaptation done by Deke Entertainment and Pioneer Entertainment. People are always going to complain about the voice acting, and they're always going to complain about transformations and special attacks, names being changed, characters' names being changed. It's just always going to be that way. These people are just going to complain regardless. For some reason, these people basically didn't like anything about the English adaptation. That everything that was done between Deke and Pioneer was done to spite them. Done to make them upset. If you'd listen to some of these people, they would have you believe that they knew how it was originally done. Now, a lot of these people are going to claim that they knew about Sailor Moon and they saw the subversion. Well, the truth is, a lot of these people may have heard about it but never saw it until that version. And even though they might prefer the subversion, that doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't necessarily mean that the subversion's better. That's their opinion. Now, they're going to say, oh, what about the Viz version? Yeah. Actually, now when you think of it, you got to say there's three versions. Deke, Pioneer, and Viz. Now, even though people complained about that just a little bit, and people complained and said it was a redub and it wasn't like the original, not too many people find fault at it. But what I always find fault at with the original English adaptation done by Deke Entertainment and Pioneer Entertainment is they complain about the dialogue, or they complain about characters' names being changed. I don't know why, I just do. Or they complain about transformations and attacks' names being changed. Or they complain about people's genders being changed. I don't know why they just do. They act like that. They act like that it was the sin or a crime that was committed against, Sailor Moon's anime and my anime. That's what they act like. You want to go on, Sailor Jupiter? Well, there's not really much to say, Sailor Moon. They act like it's a sin and a crime that what Deke Entertainment did and what Pioneer Entertainment did many, many years ago. They act like that it was the worstest thing they ever saw. You have some people complaining about the fact that it's isn't in English. I've heard people say, oh, people are just too lazy to learn another language. Yeah, people who actually complain that it's been dubbed in their own language. Can you believe that? Of course, they complain about the voice acting, and they complain about transformations and attack names being changed, characters' names being changed, or they complain about the editing. 3 episodes into one episode into 2, or whatever story goes. They complain about Sailor Says. Can you actually believe that? They actually act like they act like a public service announcement is the worst. They don't like that. They complain about that too. These people are just out to complain. They act like that the English adaptation, the one done by Deke and by Pioneer, was a sin or a crime. But it's actually neither, but they act like it is. As far as Viz is concerned, there's not really too many people out there that fault Viz. You know, they don't really say too much about the Viz version. Except one person said that he grew up with the original English adaptation, the one that was done by Deacon Pioneer, so he wasn't really too keen with the Viz version because of the fact that it was going to be, you know, redubbed and the characters were going to have their original Asian Japanese names and stuff. I mean, this one person we watched must have been an exception to the rule, but mostly I can't find anyone who's ever spoke out against Viz so far. For some reason, it just seems to be that the Viz version doesn't seem to be as criticized or ranted against more than the Deaker Pioneer version. So anything you want to say? Yeah, tell me what you think, Sailor Moon says. But I know a lot of you people out there think that the complaining and the ranting and the rating against the English adaptation, the one done by Deacon Pioneer, is, you know, I just think it's kind of sad, you know. Oh, everybody's got the right to criticize, don't get me wrong, but I just think it's sad that all the things that they complain about, you know, all the things that for some reason, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, it isn't perfect, there were many things wrong with it, but at the end of the day, I really liked it for what it was, and I enjoyed it, and that's all it was, you know. And even though the Viz redub version, you know, leaves everything alone and just, you know, just dubs the dialogue, I mean, I think that one's good too, you know. And I'm surprised that a lot of people out there haven't talked about that one as much, you know. But at the end of the day, I just think that the English adaptation, the one done by Deke and by Pioneer, you know, gets a bad rap from Sailor Moon fans and stuff. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sailor Moon, Sailor Jupiter, see you later.